Hi, this is Juan from JuanTutors.com. Welcome to my totally free office hours. Today we are working on the August 2016 New York Geometry Common Core Regents exam, problem number 14. If you want to access these exams anywhere in the world, go to nysedregents.org. All the tests are freely available there. So here's the problem. Diagonals of rhombus TEAM intersect at the point P21. If the equation of the line that contains diagonal TA is y equals negative x plus 3, what is the equation of the line that contains diagonals EM? Okay, definitely draw a diagram. See if you can get this problem on your own. And if you can, definitely hit the like button to let us know you got it. So how do we do it? I draw a diagram. Always draw a diagram for geometry problems. That's not a secret. Students who draw diagrams work faster, not slower, and get more questions right. So it's a double win. And these regents, of course, they're very important. They're scores because the regents in geometry is looked at more highly than the regents in Algebra 1, for example. So what do we do here? So the rhombus has a point at has its the diagonals intersect at the point 2, 1. Okay? So, and then the equation of the line containing TA is y equals negative x plus 3. So 3, and then this line over here. Okay? Going through the point P. Might feel like there's not much we can say about this, but what is the equation of the line that contains diagonal EM? So, things to know about a rhombus, okay? A rhombus, okay, is a parallelogram, okay, parallelogram. So the conclusion is that the diagonals bisect each other. And then another thing that's special about rhombuses is that their diagonals are also perpendicular. That's about as symmetric as a quadrilateral can get without being a square. A square is a rhombus. It's a special rhombus. But rhombus diagonals are also perpendicular, which means that the other diagonal has to be perpendicular to this line. So let's say I drew a line this way, and that line looks like it's perpendicular. If I had to guess at this point, I would guess that the line is going to be y equals, this looks like a y slope 1. X plus, and it looks like it intersects maybe at -1. So y equals x minus 1. If this is a choice, and I have no clue how to do this question, I guess y equals x minus 1, which is a choice. I'm going to guess that's probably it. Now, what I do know is, by drawing this example, is I do know for a fact that choice 3 and choice 4 are not the answer because they have negative slopes. That's it. They have negative slopes, and they have to be perpendicular to a line that has a positive slope. So they can't be it. So now I went from a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right, even though I don't, without knowing how to do it, to a 1 in 2 chance of getting it right just by drawing a diagram. Okay, so how do we actually do this and confirm that that's actually the answer? So I know that the diagonals are also perpendicular. This implies that the slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. Okay? Of each other. Okay? So the slope of the perpendicular line is 1 over, well, let's see, the slope of the original of the line y equals negative x plus 3 is -1. So -1, which is equal to, I'm sorry, -1 over, let me just clarify, negative reciprocals of each other. Negative reciprocals of each other. So negative, and then 1 over the slope of the original line is -1, okay? And so -1 is 1. So the slope is 1. So now I have the y equals 1x plus the y-intercept of b. Okay, now I also know, since the diagonals intersect at P, that P is a point that satisfies the line. So plug in P, point P2 comma 1, and I get y is 1 equals 1 times 2 plus b. And so 1 equals 2 plus b, subtract 2, and I got b is equal to negative 1. So y equals, so I got m is 1 and b is negative 1, so y equals x minus 1. So we were right about our guess. That's great. So, okay, so hopefully you got it. Listen, I know you can do it, keep working at it, and if you just wanted the answer to number 14, definitely hit the next button so you can go on to number 15. But we did create a problem on our own so you can get a little extra review. So parallelogram MATH has vertex M at the origin and vertex A on the y-axis. If the equation of that the line that contains diagonal AH is y equals 6, and the equation of the line that contains MT is y equals 2x, what is the equation of the line containing MH? Wow, that's a lot. See if you can get it. Y equals x, 4x, x plus 6, or 4x plus 6. See what you could do. And then unpause the video and see if you get the same answer as we do. If you do get the same answer as we do, definitely hit that like button. Draw a diagram is my next piece of advice. So if you didn't think of drawing a diagram, then definitely pause the video now and try it. So I'm going to draw a diagram. Okay. Now the thing to know about the diagonals of a parallelogram is that the diagonals bisect each other. Okay. Diagonals bisect each other. Okay. So when you draw the diagram, that'll allow you to get the coordinates of some of the remaining points. Okay. So let's see. Parallelogram MATH has vertex M at the origin. So this is M. Let's go to the color blue. This is M. And then vertex A somewhere on the y-axis. It might be above or below the y-axis, so we can't draw it yet. But the equation of the line that contains diagonal AH is y equals 6. That's up here. So in fact, now we know that that A is over here. Okay, 6 units up. And now the equation of the line containing diagonal MT is y equals 2x. So that's from M to wherever T happens to be. That's the line y equals 2x. Okay. And so that's the point, let's see, that the y-coordinate is 6. So the x-coordinate is, y equals 2x. So 6 equals 2x divided by 2. You got x equals 3. So that's the point 3, 6. Now I know that the diagonals bisect each other. So I go up 6 over 3. To get to point T, I go up 6 over 3. And so that is the point. Let's see, 6 plus 6 is 12. So that's the y-coordinate. And then horizontally, this is like 3. So this is also going to be like 3. Okay, so the point 6. Okay, now what do we do to get, can we get point H? So we can, because this is like 6, okay? Which means that from 612 down also has to be length 6. Okay, so that height is at 6. Okay, so this is point T, this is point H, this is point X coordinate 6, and Y coordinate also 6. Okay, so now diagonal MH goes through both the origin and point H, 6, 6. So Y equals mx plus b. Plug in 0, 0 for the origin. I got 0 equals m times 0 plus b. So b equals 0. So y equals mx. Plug in the point 6, 6. And I get 6 equals m times 6. Okay. I divide by 6. And I got m equals 1. So I got y equals 1x plus 0. Y equals x. That's our answer. That's the line containing side MH. Cool. I didn't go over ways to eliminate answers, but I do know that the diagonal, that the line containing side MH has to go through the origin, so that eliminates choice 3 and 4 anyway. And then why could line 2 be eliminated? Because I know the reason is that I know that point H has to be to the right of the diagonal, since point A is to the left of the diagonal. So the slope of line MH has to actually be less than 2, and that actually would eliminate choice 2 and leave us only with choice 1. Even just some geometric reasoning left with us one correct answer. So hopefully you got it. Listen, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Keep working at it, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video starting right now.